ASAP Rocky is having a little run right now, and I'm loving to see it. He's promoting his album, Don't Be Dumb. You know, I just reacted to that whole genre. Go check it out. And a picture popped up with him and Akadiddler, the Akadiddy, and he was going to do an interview with him. I didn't really care much. I wasn't going to look into no Akadiddy content, but you know, shout out to the Ville. They did a video about it. I actually seen some people talk about ASAP Rocky might have sent Academics out in the little clip that they released. So, you know I'm here for it. Let's go. Shout out to the Ville.
I got to give credit to Rocky. Rocky is facing everything head on with this new album. This new album is called Don't Be Dumb. And the person that he did the interview with really sets the name for a great example, because we know that this rollout has been a very great rollout, a very great project, willing to sell over 200K first week. That's the projection right now for this latest record, for this latest album. ASAP has been showing time and time and again that his sound that he's cultivated, very unique to his own style and very unique to everything that he brings all around. But the interview is what catches a lot of people's attention, because with every great rollout, there needs to be an interview. But this time around,
he's done a couple interviews. I'm pretty sure he was with one of them late night people, Jimmy Fallon or one of them late night guys.
He's decided to sit down with none other than Akademiks. Out of all people that ASAP could sit down with and do an interview in regards to his album, he chooses to sit down with Akademiks. Now, this led a lot of people to have questions, raise a lot of eyebrows. Why, out of all people, do you choose him when you could do it with anybody else? But it turns out that he's doing this to confront him head on, confront him and make sure that he doesn't play around.
Now, this was the picture that went out, and, you know, when I tell you I couldn't, when I see Akadiddler's face, I don't, unless it got something, but unless it's something like this, then I'm gonna stop. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's talk about this now.
Or beat around the bush. Ergo, don't be dumb when we actually speak and face to face and talk like men. Let's see exactly what it is that you say. And I do believe that ASAP Rocky confronts Akademiks in a way where it has to be on camera and where they have to have a discourse. And this is the reason why ASAP Rocky had chose to do this interview this way, because he knows the drama fuel that Akademiks puts on his page. He knows the eyes that Akademiks has on his page. And this is the exact reason.
I also think that I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost 100% sure that Akademiks has said some unsavory things about Rihanna. And I'm pretty sure they could have been just like statements after Drake said something, but like to try to, you know, pelvis eat. I'm pretty sure he has disrespected Rihanna before. So that's why I looked at this like, but I'm not 100% sure. Man, let me do my Googles first.
Reason why he chose to do this interview, not only for the rollout, but also to leave Akademiks with a message about not being compromised and not to look like a sellout, especially when we need real journalism around this day and age. Specifically, when someone like Akademiks is someone who has one of the biggest outlets in hip hop media. And this is the clip where he confronts him in everything.
That's what act is acting full effect. I ain't gonna hold you. And you saying what you mean, and you meaning what you saying. And you deal with the consequences later. I know you got phone calls from that nigga. Like,
I don't know who he's talking about. Could have asked him about Drake. Could have asked him about his beef with Drake. And then saying, you know, you do all these things, you do all these antics because you're in the moment, and then apologize afterwards. But I'm wondering, in this moment, did Akademiks get messy and ask him about his beef with Drake? But it's the follow-up that catches my attention. This is where he confronts him here.
Like, I know you had to be like, like.
I like what he said. I know you got phone calls. I know, yeah, man. Right to him. Bring it right to his sofa. You understand me? Ask him about it. It did. Let's go.
I know you had to be like, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and by the way, just to point out, I did do a Google search. I can't find, wait, hold on. Yeah, see, I don't know, because according to Google AI that you're forced to use, they can't find nothing, but I am seeing posts with people like, man, he's disrespecting Rihanna and ASAP so much, where I'm like, which that's why I started going, oh yeah, this is Akademiks don't understand, but this happens to him. Erykah Badu did the same thing to him. So it's like where he thinks it's one way, but it's really another way, and he's just not smart enough to peep what's going on in real time.
Drake, but it's the follow-up that catches my attention. This is where he confronts him here.
Like, I know you had to be like, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bring back the journalism that we need from you. Stop having it like one side of the pen, because you're going to lose viewership and you're going to lose a lot of niggas. I know that you are at the forefront of streaming.
He told him straight up.
What's goody? It's your boy Screw. You know I'm always trying to find ways to make a little money on the side. And one thing I really rock with are those programs that allow you to get paid for playing games. And the one I'm using right now, I'm rocking with, is called Tester Up.
Wow, that is very interesting. Please tell me more.
It's an app that makes everything way easier. You download it, pick a game, and it tracks your progress for you so you don't have to guess or wait for the payout.
This finna be a breeze.
Out of everything I've tried, they've had the best payouts, and that's why I'm really rocking with them currently. So here's how it works. Now, obviously, mobile games need people to play their games. Instead of just running ads, they pay Tester Up to find people who will actually play.
Oh, say less.
Tester Up connects you to those games so you actually get paid for the time that you put in. When you sign up, there's usually a bonus offer that pops up. Start with that one. It's the easiest way to rack up your first bit of money. If you want to try it, download through my link or scan my QR code so you're using the same system that I am. There's a lot of random programs out there, but this is the one that's paying out the best.
There can be only one.
So give it a shot and let your boy know what you think. ASAP pulled up, sat right down right next to him and told him to his face. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's that energy I like. Now, he being diplomatic, you feel me? I could respect that too. You know, sometimes you got to be Malcolm, sometimes you got to be Martin. You know, me. Here's a funny thing. If I had like a debate with academics in real life or like a sit down with academics in real life, I don't know if I could. I might could find a way, but like this is how I'd be doing it. You know, I'd be belting them, but you have to make sure it lands. And you know, if they own the content and the footage, they could delete and move things. You got to know how to strategically belt somebody. You feel me? And for it to land. You feel me? But I like how he went to him and was like, bro, you one-sided, you biased. Stop doing that. You're going to lose viewership. You might lose your Twitch. So, yeah, ASAP, talk to him. Talk to him.
That you are at the forefront of.
And another thing, too, is when you be coming to people's, someone like Academics is a habitual internet person. He's a habitual non-grass toucher. So you see how if this would happen on Twitter or a place where Academics was feeling his Hennessy courage, then he's going to act a different way. When someone's in Academics' face, he is a completely different person. You see the real Livingston when somebody's in his face, and that's why I like that he confronted him to his face. Go ahead.
Streaming.
He told him straight up, if you continue to have one-sided opinions, you will lose viewership. People will stop tuning into you because they will realize that a lot of takes that you have are compromised. A lot of takes that you have are bought, and they're very one-sided. It's something that doesn't feel authentic. And this is the reason why I think ASAP decided to talk with Academics. I feel like he wanted to say this on his platform and address him directly on his platform, confront him about how he acts with his journalism and the integrity that he has behind it.
Yeah, because had he done this on in the internet where Academics can pretend that he's somebody else, you're going to treat it differently. You know what I mean? Academics get to, I'll blicky you down. He'll talk like a drill rapper. He'd be losing himself so much in that hand. So I'm glad that he came up. This is how a real OG check you.
Behind it.
That you are at the forefront of streaming. You at the forefront of journalism. You change journalism in this new age. Nobody buys tangible magazines and newspapers no more for our generation. It's all digital. It's all digital media.
It's all digital media. There's no more magazines. There's no more newspapers. There's none of that. So for him to sit down with Academics, he's realizing that Academics has one of the biggest platforms in hip hop, unfortunately, whether you like it or not. And this is the reason why he chose to be on here and speak with him. But it's also the same reason why he chooses to confront him on his own platform about how he uses his journalism and how he needs to keep his integrity intact, because now all of your opinions look one-sided and look very compromised.
You, the number one digital hip-hop media outlet. And when I go to your page, it's nothing but drama. You used to be posting shit you thought was fire on some Tumblr shit. Now you're getting so political that we know that nigga gave you 5 bands to post.
If ASAP Rocky in a tweet says, we know that nigga give you 5 bands, Academics fires back like he tough, like he's King Von. This giggle right here is the real Livingston. This giggle, this is really him. And that's why ASAP did it.
Some of the shit. Now you getting so political that we know that nigga gave you 5 bands to post.
No.
No, that's how you gonna act. On the internet, that nigga would have turned into Smirkio, nigga. Turn into Smirk, nigga.
Hey, I had to call you one time.
Compromise.
You don't be posting shit that you feel like, yo, this is fine. Don't lie. Wait.
Compromise. He is telling them, you used to post things that you used to care about. Now you post things and give one-sided opinions that
I also think Academics has been he has an albatross around his neck. The last 2 years he's refusing to have an ego death that he has to have, and he's refusing to have it. I think he understands nobody likes him for real. I think he understands he is as respected or wanted as his platform is big. And I think that somewhere he pivoted to go, everything is about getting back at people. That's what he is. He's like a real school ooter energy, where that's what he's trying to do. Everything is now him trying to everything. His life is based on trying to get gotcha moments, which is why it's spiraled to where it's spiraled. He still don't have his Twitch.
don't even seem authentic anymore. And it's interesting play. It's an interesting play to.
And I also think some of the stuff that Rocky is saying to him is to boost his ego. That's not even true statistically if you look anymore. But we'll keep going.
See, right? Because now we have ASAP Rocky, who is sitting with academics, but also having this discourse on his own platform, telling him
to your face said that you was a paid bot. To your face.
Things that he's been doing wrong while having his platform. So it's an interesting conversation. I know it's an interesting back and forth, and him doing this after academics says something messy or asking him something messy is a really good flip on its own. Now I'm looking forward to seeing how ASAP Rocky maneuvers through this interview. When I watch an interview, like I said,
okay, so that's the rest of that's just a snippet that came out right there. Had to highlight that. Shout out to ASAP Rocky for infiltrating Pel Biv DeVoe and really being able to talk and say things that we all really wanted to talk. Because at sometimes it isn't about being rah rah. Ooh, I hate what you did. Sometimes in order to get the message to the person, you got to sit down with them and really learn how to dissect them without raising your voice, even complimenting them. Yeah, that's how you really. ASAP knew, let me play into this ego, and he gonna let me really land if ASAP.